I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 383, Part 3. Questioner. Is there no Dihatma Buddhi, I am the body idea for the Jnani? If, for instance, Sri Bhagavan be bitten by an insect, is there no sensation? Maharshi. There is the sensation, and there is also the Dihatma Buddhi. The latter is common to both Jnani and ajnani, with this difference that the ajnani thinks Dihatma Atma, only the body is myself, whereas the Jnani knows all is the self, or all this is Brahma. If there be pain, let it be. It is also part of the self. The self is Purna, perfect. Now, with regard to the actions of the Jnani, they are only so called because they are ineffective. Generally, the actions get embedded as samskaras in the individual. That can be only so long as the mind is fertile, as in the case of the ajnani. When ajnani, the mind is surmised, he has already transcended the mind. Because of his apparent activity, the mind has to be inferred in his case, and that mind is not fertile like that of an ajnani. Hence, it is said that a jnani's mind is Brahman. Brahman is certainly no other than the jnani's mind. The vasanas cannot bear fruit in that soil. His mind is barren, free from vasanas, etc. However, since Prarabdha was conceded in his case, vasanas must be supposed to exist. If they exist, they are only for enjoyment. That is to say, actions bear twofold fruits, the one for the enjoyment of their fruits, and the other leaving an impress on the mind in the form of samskaras for subsequent manifestations in future births. The jnani's mind, being barren, cannot entertain seeds of karma. His vasanas simply exhaust themselves by activities ending in enjoyment only. In fact, his karma is seen only from the ajnani's standpoint. He remains actionless only. He is not aware of the body as being apart from the self. How can there be liberation or bondage for him? He is beyond both. He is not bound by karma either now or ever. There is no Jivan Mukta or Videha Mukta according to him. Questioner. From all this, it looks as if a jnani who has scorched all the vasanas is the best, and that he would remain inactive like a stock or stone. Maharshi, No, not necessarily. Vasanas do not affect him. Is it not itself a vasana that one remains like a stock or a stone? Sahaja is the state. In this dialogue, the questioner asks about the I am the body idea in a jnani, someone who has realized the self. Specifically, the questioner asks if a jnani feels body sensations, such as pain from an insect bite, and how these sensations are perceived. Ramana Maharshi explains that both the jnanis and ajnanis, those who have not realized the self, experience body sensations and possess this I am the body idea. The critical difference lies in their perception and understanding. The ajnani thinks, I am the body, considering the body as their self. In contrast, a jnani perceives all experiences, including body sensations, as manifestations of the self. For a jnani, everything is Brahman, the ultimate reality, and therefore perfect. Ramana further elaborates on the nature of a jnani's actions. While they may appear active, their actions are fundamentally different from those of an ajnani. The actions of an ajnani create samskaras, mental impressions, that influence future experiences and lifetimes. These samskaras are the seeds of karma, which continue the cycle of birth and rebirth. A jnani, however, has transcended the mind, rendering it infertile ground for new samskaras. Although their mind is inferred due to apparent activity, it's not fertile like an ajnani's mind. Instead, a jnani's mind is equated with Brahman, devoid of latent tendencies, vasanas, that could perpetuate karma. Any existing vasanas in a jnani are for the purpose of enjoyment, not for creating new karmic seeds. Thus, a jnani's actions do not leave impressions for future birth. Their karma is exhausted. From the perspective of an ajnani, a jnani might seem to act, but in truth, a jnani is actionless and beyond the dualities of liberation and bondage. They are not bound by karma, having transcended both the notions of being liberated. The questioner suggests that a jnani, having scorched all vasanas, would remain inactive like a stone. Ramana refutes this, pointing out that even such inactivity is a form of vasana. The state of a jnani is sahaja, the natural state of being where vasanas do not affect them, and they are effortlessly established in the self. The state is dynamic and not synonymous with physical inactivity or insensibility. Ramana Maharshi says that a jnani's experience of the body and actions are fundamentally different from an ajnani's, rooted in their realization of the self as the all-encompassing reality. So, know yourself and be always free and at peace. The book, Who Am I with Comments, is my take on these early teachings of Ramana Maharshi. It's available on Amazon, free to Kindle subscribers. A link is in the video notes. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment